Hello, assalamu alaikum everyone. My name is Aisha Khalid and welcome to my channel Math Madness by Aisha Khalid. So today we are going to discuss fractions. So let's discuss the different types of fractions that we have. So we have a proper fraction. A proper fraction is a fraction where the numerator is lesser than the denominator. An example of a proper fraction can be 7 upon 12, 5 upon 9, 1 upon 2, 3 upon 4, 5 upon 9, 7 upon 9. Example. Improper fraction. Improper fraction is a fraction where the numerator is more than the denominator. For example, 5 upon 3, 12 upon 7, 6 upon 2, or you can say 6 upon a 5, 14 upon 6. Improper, mixed fraction, which is expressed in a whole and a proper fraction. Improper fractions can be changed into mixed fractions, and mixed can go back to improper. How do we change a mixed fraction into an improper fraction? So let's take the first example. 5 upon 3. Let's do long division. 3 times 1 is 3. The remainder is 2. So I can say 1 whole 2 upon 3. 14 upon a 6. 14 goes inside, 6 is outside, 6 times 2 is 12, 2 is my remainder, so 2 wholes, 2 upon 6, 2 times 1, 2 times 3, so 2 whole 1 upon 3. 23 upon, let's say 12. 12 times 1 is 12, you're left with an 11, 1 whole 11 upon 12. So this is my mixed fraction. Now, how do we go from mixed to improper? So for example, if we have a 3 whole 2 upon 3, how do I change it into an improper fraction? So when you go this way, you multiply and then you add 2 to it. So 3 into 3 is a 9, plus 2 is an 11, 11 upon 3. Another example can be 4 whole 1 upon 4, multiply and then plus. So 4 into 4 is a 16, so it becomes a 17 upon 4. So this is how you changed mixed to improper, and this is how you change improper to mix. Now let's discuss what are equivalent fractions. Fractions which have the same value, right? So how can we find out for example, if we have a 1 upon 3. So if you multiply both the numbers by 3, that is that we multiply the numerator by 3 and a denominator. So it's a 3 upon 9. A 3 upon 9 is an equivalent fraction. What if I multiply both the numbers by 4? Then it's a 4 upon 12 is an equivalent fraction. So I can say 1 upon 3 is equal to a 3 upon 9 is equal to a 4 upon 12. Why? Because all these fractions simplify to 1 upon 3, or they have the same value. Another example can be, for example, if you have a 5 upon 2. So an equivalent fraction can be, if you multiply both of them by 2, 10 upon 4. If you multiply both of them by 3, so it's a 15 upon 6. If you multiply both by 10, so 50 upon 20. So they are all equivalent fractions. Now, let's learn the next technique, which is expressing a fraction in its simplest form. So for example, if we have a 9 upon 12, reduce both numerator and denominator with the same number. Or you can say the denominator and the numerator both are divisible by the same number. So over here, both the numbers are divisible by 3. So 3 times 3 is 9, 3 times 4 is 12. So 3 upon 4. This is the simplest possible form. Now 3 and 4 cannot be simplified together. Another example can be 6 upon 54. So 6 times 1 and 6 times 9. So 1 upon 9. Another example can be 35 upon 30. So 5 times 7 and 5 times 6. Now they cannot be further simplified. Now the next is, how do we compare fractions? We can only compare fractions when we make the denominators same. Then the numerators can be compared. So for example, if I have 5 upon 6 and a 9 upon 12. So we have to compare by right stating. Okay, now let's discuss these signs as well. This is greater and this is smaller. So whichever fraction is a greater fraction, you will open the crocodile mouth on that side. Now how do I compare the fractions? We first make the denominator same. How? 6 can be made 12 by multiplying it by 2. And the fraction that we will get is going to be an equivalent fraction. So that's perfectly fine. So 10 upon a 12 and a 9 upon a 12. The numerator with bigger number is a bigger fraction. So therefore I can say over here that this is a bigger fraction, or I can write over here this bigger fraction. Let's do another example. Now 9 and 12 do not come in the same times table, so we take LCM to make denominator same. Meaning, if I take the LCM of 9 and 12, 3 times 3 and 4, 3 times 1 and 4. So 9 and 4, it's a 36. 12 times 3, 9 times 4. You get the 36. 20 upon 36. 21 upon 36. It's very clear that this is a bigger denominator. So this is how my sign will look like. Alright, let's move on to the next concept in fractions, which is adding and subtracting fractions. How do we add and how do we subtract fractions? Alright, 1 upon 2 plus 3 upon 4. So the step 1 is make the denominator same. And then add or subtract the numerators. Alright, so multiply by 2, because I can make this 2 a 4. 2 plus 3 gives you a 5 upon 4. Now you can leave the answer like this, and this is an improper fraction. You can change this into a mixed fraction. So it's a 1 whole 1 upon 4. This is my answer. Let's do another part. Minus 1 upon 2. 2 and 3 do not come in the same times table. So let's take the LCM. The LCM is going to be a 6. So it's a 4 minus 3 gives you a 1 upon 6. This is a proper fraction, so you can leave the answer just like that. Alright, let's take another example of a mixed fraction. For example, if you have 1 whole 1 upon 7 plus 2 whole 5 upon 3. Convert it into improper fraction. 7 times 1, 7 plus, so it becomes an 8 upon 7 plus 6 plus 5 is an 11 upon 3. Now 7 and 3, the LCM is going to be a 21. Multiply this by 3, multiply this by 7. 8 into 3 is 24 plus 77. So it's 101 upon 21. Now 101 divided by 21. 21 into 4 is an 84. Let's do a division. 21 times 5 will exceed 100. So 21 times 4 is an 84. So you're left with a 6 and 10, 16, 17. So it's a 4 whole 17 upon 21. Let's do addition of more than two numbers. So for example, you have something like 4 whole 5 upon 6 minus 2 whole 1 upon 9 minus 2 whole 1 upon 3. Convert all of them into mixed fractions, into, and then plus. 24 plus 5 is a 29 upon 6, 19 upon 9, 7 upon 3. 3 times 2, 3, 1. Now this is going to be a straight 6. So 18 is my LCM. Into 3, into 2, into 6. 29 into 3 is a 27. 3 2s are 6, 7, 8. 87 minus 19 into a 2 is 38 minus 42. So this will become 87 minus 38 minus 42 gives you a 7 upon 18. That's my answer. All right. Regarding comparing fractions, let's do another question. Arrange the following fractions in ascending order. Let's take the fractions. 3 whole 4 upon 5, 47 upon 15, 32 upon 10, 3 whole 2 upon 3, 3 whole 15 upon 25. The easiest way is to convert all of them into improper and with the same denominator. 9, 10, 11 upon 3. And if I reduce this, this is like this. 15, 16, 17, 18 upon 5. Alright, so if I take the LCM of 5, 15, 10, 3 and 5, it's going to be 5 times 1, 3, 2, 1, 5. 5 times 2 is 10, 10 times 3 is 30, 30 times 5 is a 150. So this is going to be a 30, then multiply by 10, multiply by 15, multiply by 50, multiply by 30. So we have a 19 times 30 is a 570, 470, 32 times 15 is a 480, 11 is a 550, 18 times 30 is a 540. Now in ascending order means the smallest fraction, so we will write the original fractions. This corresponds to 470 upon 150 corresponds to a 47 upon 15. Next is a 32 upon 10. Ascending means smallest to biggest. Now next is 540, which is 3 whole 3 upon 5. Or you can say 15 upon 25. Next is going to be 3 whole 2 upon 3. And next, the last is 3 whole 4 upon 5. Alright, next is, alright, let's discuss a couple of word problems regarding addition. Bernard had 1 kg of sugar. He used 1/4 kg of sugar to bake cookies, 3/5 of kg of sugar to bake some cakes. So let's make the data first. Data is very, very important when you're solving word problems. So we have 1/4 of sugar to bake cookies, 3/5 to bake some cakes, and remaining to bake some muffins. How much sugar did he use to bake the muffins? So first add the fractions to find out how much is used to bake cookies and fractions. So 4 and 5 can be used in a single times table, which is 20. 5 plus 12 upon 20 gives you a 17 upon 20. So 17 upon 20 has been used to make cookies and cakes. So out of 20 portions, 17 have been used. How much is left? 3 upon 20 is used to make muffins. So you should know that a denominator represents the total, and this represents portion which is used to make cakes and cookies. Question number 13. Ken drank 710 liter of water if Nadia drank 1/4 liter more than Ken. So Ken is drinking 710. Nadia is drinking 7/4 more than Ken. And Ken's is 7 upon 10. This is more than Ken. So we have to make the denominator same. 4 and 10. 2 times 2 and 5. So 5 times 2 is 10. 10 times 2 is 20. 5 plus 14 gives you a 19 upon 20. Now, how many liters of water did Ken and Nadia drink all together? So Nadia is drinking 19 upon 20 and Ken is drinking 7 upon 10. So let's make the denominator same. 13, 1, 2, 33. So it becomes a 33 upon 20. Let's convert this into a mixed fraction. So it's 1 whole 13 upon 20. The water which both of them drink. So you can say Ken and Nadia both drink 1 whole 13 upon 20 liter of water. The end statement, the closing statement is very important. Over here you can say 3 upon 20 kg of sugar is used to bake muffins. Now let's move on to question number 14. Question 14 says, David cycles 1 whole 2 upon 5 kilometer from his house to library. 1 whole 2 upon 5 from his house to library. He then cycles from the library to Raju's house. The distance between library to Raju's house is 2 whole 1 upon 2 more than the distance between house and the library. So we have to add them. What is the total distance that David has cycled? First, find out the distance between library and Raju's house. 4, 5 upon 2. 5 times 1, 5. 7 upon 5. The LCM is going to be a 10. So it becomes a 25 plus 14, which gives you a 39 upon 10. So total distance is going to be 1 whole 2 upon 5 plus 39 upon 10. 7 upon 5 plus 39 upon 10. Making the denominator same. 3, 4, 5. So it's a 53 upon 10. Now converting it into a mixed fraction directly. 10 times 1 is 10 and 10 times 5 is 50. So 3 is left over. So I will say 5 whole 3 upon 10. So David cycles kilometer a total of 5 whole 3 upon 10 kilometers. Alright, so that's it for today, guys. If there are any queries, drop them in the comment section and let us know on which topic do you want to see a video next. In the next video, we've just done addition and subtraction of fractions, and in the next video I will cover up multiplication, division and other word problems related to the same concept. If you want to know more about this topic or you want me to solve a couple of word problems, you can drop down your pictures in the comments below. Allah Hafiz.